strangle it really hard to pop everything back into place. Today we are unboxing the Moyu Mylon 5M, which is a budget 5x5 released in 2020. Despite its age, it's still a very relevant cube, partially due to its price and due to the fact that it is magnetic. Magnetic! So let's open it up. So inside the box, we've got a pamphlet, a screwdriver, the cube, and a stand. The cube measures 60 millimeters, which is a little to the small side considering the average is 61 to 63, and compared to a normal 3x3 it is but half a centimeter larger. When it comes to weight, thanks to its smaller size, it comes in around 108 grams. Straight out of the box, it feels a little dry, but it's alright. However, the true performance of Cube shines once you set it up. But before doing that, let's take a look inside, shall we? Oh, that didn't work. Let's try again. So as you can see, it's a very simple core with screws to adjust the tensioning and normal springs. There's no magnets in the core, however there are magnets in the pieces. So let's set it up. I'll let you in on a little secret. I never took apart a 5x5 before. So before closing it up, the reason it can shave a little on weight is because of this. I thought I was done, and then I saw all these pieces lying here. I'm not done. And now it's harder to insert them. I probably have to take out a piece. So I set this thing up. I used weight 5 on the inner pieces. I ignored the outside because the outer layers are already fast enough as is. I also added a tiny bit of FC Calm, also on the inside, and now it feels smooth, but it's also still controllable. Do I recommend this cube? Wait. I definitely forgot to say something. So before continuing on with the final verdict, we need to take a closer look. So as I mentioned before, the cube is relatively small. It comes in 60 millimeters, and thanks to the smaller size and the hollow piece design, it comes in a modest weight of around 108 grams. It has normal springs for the adjustment system, has standard magnetization. Okay, fine, but I already said all these things. Why don't I tell you something new? Like, what about corner cutting? Honestly, I think for a cube this size, the corner cutting is pretty decent. Especially for single layers, it's pretty generous. Well, that flew around the room. It's not as great as a flagship 3x3, which you can't expect of a cube this size, but look at that, it's pretty close to 45 degrees. For white turns, it's obviously a little bit less, but it's still pretty generous, I think. I don't know what is considered the average for bigger cubes this size, but I can't see anyone calling this bad by any means. With the white turns, you do have to turn accurately because lockups do happen relatively frequently. And then you really have to strangle it really hard to pop everything back into place and pray to the cube gods that nothing pops. Although previously before filming this clip, I never had a pop occur. Corner twists, not something to worry about. Never happened to me. It's really hard to twist the corner. Of course, if you loosen the cube up, at some point, eventually it will start twisting, but that goes for any cube. I think you can have a fairly flexible cube already without worrying about corner twists. Okay, so what about speed? Well, I think the cube is pretty fast. It's definitely not the fastest one out there, but it's also by no means slow. I am slow. This will make the cube appear slow, but honestly that is on me and not on the cube. What about the middle layers or slice turns? They are really pleasant to turn. Thanks to the magnets keeping these together and the smaller size, so you can really catch all of them in one go, makes it really easy, which is really fun for Roux, because what idiot uses Roux to solve a 5x5? Turning the middle layers or like one single layer separately, however, is a little bit less pleasant. The pieces are really slim, and even with my not so big hands, it's very easy to like catch a little on the layer next to it, and it just doesn't feel smooth. It feels like there's a lot of dragging in between, so it's slower than the rest, and it's just not pleasant. So that does make the reduction phase of solving this puzzle a little less smooth. The reduction phase is where you solve these centers and these edges so that you basically reduce it, yes, to a normal 3x3. Great, so I think I finally said everything that matters. Let's go on to the final verdict. Now, more importantly, do I recommend this cube? If you already have a decent 5x5, then I don't think it's worth it. But if it's your first 5x5 ever and you're not sure if this event is for you, so before spending all your money on a more expensive one, or like me, you're on a budget, then I think this is a great one. Okay, so see you next time.